The main changes are that we're updating all the earnings thresholds. Other changes that we've introduced are we now giving points for people who are making an application from a house that is in a poor standard of repair, and we're also giving applicants points if they are applying from an overcrowded situation. And there's also a new review system. So by that I mean when the tenancy comes to an end, there's a process by which the tenant's eligibility is reviewed. But what we are proposing is that we're increasing the length of minimum tenancy from 3 to 4 years, and then towards the end of those 4 years, tenants have to reapply again. If you score 10 points or more, then your tenancy is renewed for another 4 years and your rent stays the same. If you score between 0 and 10 points, your tenancy is extended by 1 year only, and your rent goes up by 2.5% for every point under 10. And if you score under 0 points, your rent increases by 25% and your tenancy is only extended by 1 year. And at the end of that year, you have to undergo assessment again. There's a lot of pressure on government housing. There's a big waiting list. So we had to make sure that there was a system in there so that people that are no longer entitled to government housing or either have their tenancy ended, or if they can't find an appropriate accommodation, which is likely to be the case in the current housing market, then the rent is increased slowly over a number of years. And that's to reflect the fact that they're no longer eligible to be in subsidised housing. The purpose of government housing is not as an alternative to the private accommodation sector. It is to provide subsidised housing for those who need it the most. It's essentially social housing, and part of this review is to emphasise that message. Obviously, we're in a situation where there's very little accommodation available in the open market, but we still have to prioritise government housing for those who need it the most. All this is still an early stage. At the moment, we're hoping to put it to EXCO in May or June to prove that it goes out for public consultation. Then it will go out to public consultation. And then once we've received the feedback and made any appropriate changes, it will once again go to EXCO for final approval.